that a person's character isn't really established until he's at least 5 years old.
But I am 5. I'm more than 5.
Oh. Well, that's the way it goes.
You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
The only thing wrong with my big brother Charlie Brown is his lack of confidence, his inferiority, and his lack of confidence. His clumsiness, his inferiority, and his lack of confidence. His stupidity, his clumsiness, his inferiority, his lack of confidence, his...
You're a good man, Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown, you're the kind of reminder we need.
Did you know that Charlie Brown has never pitched a winning baseball game, never been able to keep a kite in the air, never won a game of checkers, and never successfully punted a football? Sometimes I marvel at his consistency.
You have humility, nobility, and a sense of honor that is very rare indeed.
I think Charlie Brown has nice hands.
It is truly a dog's life, filled with many challenges. You try being excited when that round-headed kid comes home from school.
You're a prince,
And a prince could be king. Now, Linus, I want you to take a good look at Charlie Brown's face. Would you please hold still a minute, Charlie Brown? I want Linus to study your face. Now, this is what I call a failure face. Notice how it has failure written all over it. Study it carefully. Notice the deep lines, the dull, vacant look in the eyes. Yes, I'd say this is about the finest example of a failure face that you're liable to see for a very long while. You're a good man. You're a good man.
Some days I wake up early to watch the sunrise, and I think how beautiful it is and how my life lies before me. And I get a very positive feeling about things. Like this morning, for instance, the sky is so clear and the sun is so bright. How could anything go wrong on a day like this? I'm late.
Charlie Brown.
on the bus!
Get on the bus!
We'll take it on the bus, Charlie Brown.
Don't want to be late for school.
That's right!
Don't want to be late.
Don't want to be late for school! You're a good man, Charlie Brown. You're the kind of reminder we need. But you have humility, nobility, and a sense of honor that is very, very deep. You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
I don't understand.
And the prince could be king. With a heart such as yours, you could open any doors. You could go. You could be King Charlie Brown. You could be king. You could be king. Believe it.
I've memorized that phrase by heart.
And you were born for this part.
Tell me.
You're a good
I
man.
need to know it.
You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
Where do the good things start?
You're a good man, Charlie Brown. You're a good man, Charlie Brown. You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
This is my report from the past. The past has always interested people. I must admit, however, I do not know much about it. I wasn't here when it happened.
That is a school bell.
I think lunchtime is about one of the worst times of the day for me. Always having to sit here alone. Of course, sometimes mornings aren't so pleasant either. Waking up and wondering if anyone would really miss me if I never got out of bed. Then there's the night too, lying there and thinking about all the stupid things I did during the day. And all those hours in between when I actually do those stupid things. Well, lunchtime is among the worst times of the day for me. Guess I'd better see what I got. Peanut butter. You know, some psychiatrists say that people who eat peanut butter sandwiches are lonely. I guess they're right. And when you're really lonely, the peanut butter sticks to the roof of your mouth. Boy, the PTA sure did a good job of painting these benches. There's that cute little red-haired girl eating her lunch over there. I wonder what she would do if I went over and asked her if I could sit and have lunch with her. She'd probably laugh right at my face. It's hard on a face when it gets laughed in. Well, there's an empty space over there next to her on the bench. There's no reason why I couldn't just get up and go over there and sit with her. I could do that right now. All I have to do is stand up. I'm standing up. I'm sitting down. I'm a coward. I'm so much of a coward that she wouldn't even think of looking at me. She hardly ever does look at me. In fact, I can't remember her ever looking at me. Well, why shouldn't she look at me? Is there any reason why she shouldn't look at me? Is she so great and I'm so small that she can't spare one little moment? She's looking at me. She's looking at me. She's looking at me.
No, Sally, you're thinking of that other dress. The one I wore to Lucinda's party. The one I'm talking about is the very light blue one and has a design embroidered around the waist.
I don't remember.
Ugh! Okay, it was something like this. The skirt went out like this, and had big puffy sleeves like that, and a sash like that.
Oh, yes, I remember.
Yes! Well, that was the dress I was wearing when I met Frida last week, and she told me
Lunchtime
she
is
saw it
about
just
one of
like
the
it.
worst times of the day for me. That little red-haired girl is looking at me with this stupid bag on my head. She must think I'm the biggest fool alive. But if she isn't looking at me, then maybe I could take it off quickly and she'd never notice it. On the other hand, I can't tell if she's looking until I take it off. Then again, if I never take it off, I'll never have to know if she's looking or not. On the other hand, it's very hard to breathe in here. She's not looking at me. I wonder why she never looks at me. Oh well, one more lunch hour over with, only 2,863 to go. All I need is one more try. Gotta get that kite to fly. And I'm not that kind of guy who gives up easily.
Something, Schroeder. I think the way you play the piano is nice. Do you know something else? It's always been my dream that I'd marry a man who plays the piano. At parties, he plays something nice like April showers. I'm sure you could play something nice like April showers. Or even Frerajana. Beethoven's nice too. Just imagine, what would you think if someday you and I should get married? Wouldn't you like that if someday we two should get married? My Aunt Marion was right. Never try to discuss marriage with a musician.
Happiness is a fleeting thing, Sally. But I think a man can really come closer to it by directing the forces of his life towards the single goal he really believes in. And I think that a man's personal search for happiness is not really a selfish thing either, because by achieving happiness himself, he can help others to find it. Does that make sense to you?
We had spaghetti at our house 3 times this week.
You know, a princess sort of thing. A big ballroom and a white dress and nice slippers. Oh, but I guess that sort of thing's silly, isn't it, Charlie Brown?
No. Oh, no, not at all. I mean, well, we all have our little daydreams or ambitions or whatever you want to call them. I mean, there's one I've had myself for years, but I've never told anyone.
What? Charlie Brown, you can tell me.
No, it's not the sort of thing I should tell. I really don't think I should.
Oh, come on. I wouldn't give it away. Come on, please.
Well, I've always wanted to be called Flash. I hate the name Charlie. I'd like to be real athletic and have everyone call me Flash. I'd like to be so good at everything that all around school I'd be known as Flash.
Hey, Frida, listen to this.
What's the matter, Sally?
Well, I don't know. I was jumping rope, everything was all right, and suddenly it all seemed so futile.
Beethoven used to be fond of taking long walks in the country. He was always inspired by the beautiful sounds of the countryside.
You blockhead, come back here with that ball!
Beethoven had it nice.
Hey, Snoopy, we're home from school. Hi there, fella. Gosh, it's good to see you.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, Snoopy, you're so adorable.
Keep it coming.
Back on your doghouse. I'll be out later with your supper.
I think Snoopy's such a wonderful dog.
You do?
Me too. He's just about the best there is.
Couldn't agree more. They like me. They're swell. Isn't it remarkable how things turn out so well? Oh. Pretty day, pretty sky, life goes on. Here I lie, not bad at all. beneath my head. Not bad at all. Faithful friends, always near me, bring me bones, scratch my ear. Little birds come to cheer me every day. Sitting here on my stomach with their sharp little claws, which are usually cold and occasionally painful, and sometimes there are so many that I can hardly stand it. Rats! I feel every now and then that I gotta bite someone. I know every now and then what I want to be. A fierce jungle animal crouched on the limb of a tree. La 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 la. I stay very, very still till I see a victim come. I wait knowing very well every second counts. And then like the fierce jungle creature I pounce. And then I'll do it again. I pounce. I've never seen this one coming. I pounce. Encore performance, okay, fine. Oh, I never noticed how far down to the ground it was from here. Let me see. Where was I? Oh, that's right. The pretty sky. Not bad. Not bad at all. Cozy home. Board and bread. Sturdy roof. Beneath my head. Not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad. Not bad at all. I wonder if it'll snow tonight. How?
I think I'll just walk right up to that little red-headed girl and introduce myself. I think I'll introduce myself, and then I'll ask her to come over here and sit next to me. I think I'll ask her to sit by me, and then I think I'll tell her how much I've always admired her. I think I'll flap my arms and fly to the moon.
Yesterday, I was a dog. Today, I'm a dog. Tomorrow, I'll probably still be a dog. There is just so little hope for advancement.
Today is April Fool's Day, Charlie Brown. I think I'll play a little trick on you. I think I'll try a little trick. You understand what I'm saying, don't you? You understand that this is April Fool's Day? You're sure? Because I want to make certain you understand.
Yeah?
Okay. Hey, Charlie Brown, the little red-headed girl is over there, and she wants to give you a big hug and a kiss.
Really? Wow, that is fantastic!
April Fools! Just like shooting fish in a barrel.
Snoopy, do you see this stick? I, the human being, will throw the stick, and you, the dog, will retrieve it.
I, the dog, could not be less interested.
I got it. 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 No, I've got it, and I'm going to keep it. This is just the start you need to break this disgusting habit.
Apparently, you haven't read the latest scientific report. A blanket is as important to a child as a hobby is to an adult. Many a man spends his time restoring antique automobiles, or building model trains, or collecting old telephones, or even studying about the Civil War. This is called playing with the cat.
Really?
Certainly. And this is good for it helps these men to cope with their everyday problems. Now, I feel that it is going to be absolutely necessary for me to get my blanket out. So I'm going to give it a good yank. It's surprising what you can accomplish with some fast fashion and smooth talking. Yeah, he's back again. Delightful. La 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 la. Sucking your thumb without a blanket is like eating a cone without ice cream. My blanket and me.
Guys, come here. You gotta see this.
Oh, I love you, I love you, I
Look at my little baby brother with his little baby blanket.
Here's your silly baby brother with his little baby blanket.
Oh, well, you know how babies are with their blankets.
What do you mean? It's the cozy sanctuary, but it's far from necessary, because I'm just as self-reliant as before. As a simple demonstration of my independent station, I will walk away and leave it on the floor. Yes, I'll walk away and leave it, though I know you won't believe it. I'll just walk away and leave it on the floor. La 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 la. La 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 la. Yes, I'll walk that way and leave it on the. Yeah!
You're a hopeless case, Linus.
I thought I could do it. I really thought I could do it. It's foolish, I know it. I'll try to outgrow it. Meanwhile, it's my blanket.
And me.
And me.
And me.
And me.
Linus, do you know what I intend? I intend to be queen! When I grow up, I'm going to be the biggest queen there ever was. And I'll live in this big palace with a big front lawn and have lots of beautiful dresses to wear. And when I go out in my coach, all the people will wave and I will shout at them!
I believe queen is an inherited title. Yes, I'm quite sure. A person can only become a queen after being born into a royal family of the correct lineage, so that she can assume the throne after the death of the reigning monarch. I can't think of any possible way you could ever become a queen. I'm sorry, Lucy, but it's true.
And in the summertime, I will go to my summer palace, and I will wear my crown and swimming in and everything. And when I go out in the streets, all the people will wave, and I will shout at them! What do you mean I can't be queen?
It's true.
Well, there must be a loophole. This kind of thing always has a loophole. No one should be kept from being a queen if she wants to be one. It's undemocratic. It's usually just a matter of knowing the right people. I bet a few pieces of well-placed correspondence and I get to be queen in no time.
I think I'll watch television.
I know what I'll do. If I can't be queen, then I'll be very rich. I'll work and work until I'm very rich and I'll buy myself a queendom.
Good.
I'll buy myself a queendom and I'll kick out the old queen and take over the whole operation myself. I'm gonna be head queen. Okay, change the channels.
Are you kidding? I'm not one of your royal subjects. What makes you think you can just come over here and take over?
I've got 5 good reasons for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes, Your Majesty. Those are 5 very good reasons.
Sometime.
Not yet.
Oh, how can anyone get a C in coat hanger sculpture? May I ask a question? Was I judged on the piece of sculpture itself? If so, is it not true that time alone can judge a work of art? Or was I judged on my talent? If so, is it right that I be judged on a part of my life over which I have no control? If I was judged on my effort, then I was judged unfairly, for I tried as hard as I could. Was I judged on what I had learned about the project? If so, then were you not, my teacher, also being judged on your ability to transmit your knowledge to me? Oh, were you willing to share my seed? Perhaps I was being judged on the quality of the coat hanger establishment out of which my creation was made. Now, is that also not unfair? Am I to be judged by the quality of the coat hangers that are used by the dry cleaning establishments that returns our garments? Is that not the responsibility of my parents? Should they not share my seed?
Womp, 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 womp. Womp, 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 womp.
Thank you, Miss Oakmore. Speak of the oldest, please.
This stupid kite to fly. Gotta make sure it doesn't snag, doesn't droop, doesn't drag. Gotta watch out for every little whoops. A little more speed, a little more track, a little less rise, a little more smack. Gotta keep my wits about me now. Gotta make sure it doesn't get the best of me till I get it in the air somehow. Millions of little kids do it every day. They make a kite and poof, it's in the sky. Leave it to me to have a one full kite. Who'd like to see a little kid cry? A little less talk, a little more skill, a little less luck, a little more will. Gotta face this fellow wide-eye. Now I've seen you chasing bulls, climbing trees, digging holes, passing your string on everything passing by. Why not fly? Wait a minute. It isn't on the ground, it isn't in a tree, it's in the air. Look at that, it's caught the breeze now, it's past the trees now, with room to spare. Oh, what a beautiful sight. And I'm not such a clumsy guy. If I really try, I can really fly out.
How are you today, Sally?
I'm mad. I'm mad at the whole world.
Are you mad at everybody in the whole world?
Mad at everybody.
Are you mad at all the animals and the birds and the fish? What about the trees and the flowers?
Oh, I'm mad at them too. I'm mad at everything.
Are you mad at the sky? Are you and the stars? Are you mad at the ground? Are you mad at the rocks? Are you mad at cars and buildings and TV and circuses and roller skates and bracelets? Are you mad at jump ropes?
I'm especially mad at stupid jump ropes!
This is for you, Lucy. Happy Valentine's Day. No, that doesn't sound right. Dear Lucy, this is for you. Happy Valentine's Day. You can do it if you just don't get nervous. This is for you, Lucy. Happy Valentine's Day. Okay, take it easy. You can do it. This is for you, Lucy. Merry Christmas. I'd give anything if that little redheaded girl sent me a Valentine. Maybe she did send me one. Maybe she sent me a Valentine and it's in our mailbox right now. I'm afraid to look. If I look and there's nothing there, I will be crushed. On the other hand, if she did send me a Valentine, I gotta look. Nothing echoes like an empty mailbox.
I've been thinking about why you didn't get any Valentines, big brother. I think I figured it out. You didn't get any Valentines because nobody sent you any!
I can't stand it. Look at them laughing and enjoying themselves with all their Valentines. I sent a Valentine to everyone I know this Valentine's Day, and did I get any in return? No, not one. I did not get one single Valentine. Everybody gets Valentines but me. Nobody likes me. I get about as many Valentines as a dog. My stomach hurts. Lucy, I'm so depressed. Everything is going wrong. I don't know what to do.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Charlie Brown. Well, maybe there's something I can do to help. I think what you need most of all is to come right out and admit all the things that are wrong with you.
Do you really think that'll help, Lucy?
Certainly.
All right, I'll try. I'm not very handsome or clever or lucid. I've always been stupid at spelling and numbers. I've never been much playing football or baseball or stickball or checkers or marbles or ping pong. I'm usually awful at parties and dances. I stand like a stick, or I cough, or I laugh, or I don't bring a present, or I spill the ice cream, or I get so depressed that I stand and I scream. Oh, how could there possibly be one small person as thoroughly, totally, utterly, blah, as me?
Well, that's okay for a starter.
A starter?
Certainly. You don't think that these few superficial failings is going to do you any good, do you? Why, Charlie Brown, you really got to delve. You're stupid, self-centered, and moody.
I'm moody.
You're terribly dull to be with.
Yes, I am. And nobody likes me, not Friedhoff, or Snoopy, or Linus, or Schroeder.
Or Lucy.
Or Lucy.
Or Snoopy.
Or Snoopy. Wait a minute, Snoopy likes me.
He only pretends to like you because you feed him. That does not count.
Or Snoopy. Oh, why was I born just to be one small person as morally, totally, utterly...
Wait! You're not very much of a person.
That's certain.
And yet there is reason for hope.
There's hope.
For although you are no good at music like Schroeder, or happy like Snoopy, or lovely like me, you have the distinction to be no one else but the singular, remarkable, unique Charlie Brown.
I'm me.
Yes, it's amazingly true. For whatever it's worth, Charlie Brown, you're you.
Lucy, you know something? I'm beginning to feel better already. You're a true friend, Lucy. A true friend.
That'll be 5 cents, please.
I couldn't decide if I wanted fudge marble, chocolate, rocky road, vanilla, or butter pecan. I finally decided to try fudge marble. Then I had to choose between a plain cone or a sugar cone. I decided to try a sugar cone. So what happened? I went out the door and dropped the whole thing on the sidewalk. Don't tell me my life isn't a Shakespearean tragedy.
Today is my grandfather's birthday.
How old is he?
63. It's hard to believe he was once a human being.
Why is it that I always have my supper in the red dish and my drinking water in the yellow dish? Dogs are colorblind. One of these days, I'm gonna have my supper in the yellow dish and my drinking water in the red dish. Life's too short not to live it up a little.
Schroeder, do piano players make a lot of money?
What? Who cares about money? This is art, you blockhead. This is great music I'm creating. And playing great music is an art. Do you hear me? An art! 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 Art!
Oh, you fascinate me. What? What?
Call the principal and hand him the news. We got a holiday that he can't refuse. A day of harmony, a day of music. Beethoven's birthday. A reverential mission. The hope of each musician. Tomorrow I'm the only guy to stand up and say, hooray, Beethoven, hooray.
Beethoven Day? Yes, and then Ludwig von Beethoven, composer, born 1770, died 1827. The eldest of three sons, Ludwig's mother was the daughter of the chief overseer at the kitchen in the palace of Baron Brettstein.
Whatever! Schroeder, I just want you to know that I'm on your side. I want to help you publicity-wise with Beethoven's birthday.
Thanks you very much, Sam. But I just don't want to see Beethoven's birthday commercialized.
Commercialized?
Yeah, next thing you know, they're going to be making Beethoven t-shirts.
Beethoven Day?
If you're wondering how do we start, just play the music till you know it by heart. We're gonna celebrate, we'll throw a party. Beethoven's birthday. And when you say the title, you'll hear me play the side out of every boy and girl to stand up and say, hooray, Beethoven, hooray! Beethoven Day! Beethoven Day! Beethoven Day! Beethoven Day! Beethoven Day! Beethoven Day! Reverential mission.
Beethoven Day!
The hope of each musician. A humble dedication. As we stand up and say, hooray, Beethoven, hooray!
I got it! We'll demand full-page ads in every newspaper.
We'll start a chain of Beethoven superstores.
We could have a big sale.
No, that's too commercial. Let's imagine it, that glorious hour, filled with emotion, yet inspired with power, when we all honor the man we adore. On that day we face the newest face on Mount Rushmore.
Beethoven Day!
A moment of reflection.
Beethoven Day!
The classical injections of face in this direction. We begin it.
Beethoven hooray!
Everybody
It's Beethoven Day!
stand up and say, hooray,
I think we're celebrating Beethoven Day! La 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 hooray!
All right, everybody, out for rabbit chasing.
Oh, agree.
Let's go, Snoopy. Up and at 'em. It's a magnificent day for chasing rabbits. The air is clear, the sun is shining, the fields lay open and inviting.
If it's such a magnificent day, why spoil it for the rabbits?
Come on, Snoopy. Where's the old thrill of the chase? Where's your spirit for adventure? What kind of dog are you anyway?
I am a sleeping dog. You take it from there.
You should be ashamed of yourself, wasting a perfect day like this. The scent is fresh, the trail is clear. Let's get out there and track us a big old rabbit.
Well, I get the feeling she's determined. Okay, well, if that's what she wants, you might as well get our money's worth.
Oh, attaboy, Snoopy! We ought to see some good game today.
Sometimes when you're depressed, all you want to do is nothing. All you want to do is lean your head on your arm and stare into space. Sometimes this can go on for hours. If you're unusually depressed, you may have to change arms.
Schroeder, what did you do with that picture of me I gave you?
I threw it away.
With your own hands?
Of course.
He touched my picture!
This has been a bad time for me. Maybe if I'm lucky, tomorrow will be a better day.
In some parts of the world, tomorrow is already today, and today is yesterday. If tomorrow is already today, Charlie Brown, there's no way that tomorrow can be a better day.
Well, you're a lot of fun to have around.
Chasing rabbits, chasing rabbits, chasing rabbits, chasing rabbits.
Rabbits!
Rabbits!
Rabbits.
A book report on Peter Rabbit. Peter
A
Rabbit.
report on Peter
Peter Rabbit. Peter Rabbit is the stupid book about the stupid rabbit who steals vegetables from other people's gardens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 83 to go.
The name of the book about which this book report is about is Peter Rabbit, which is about this rabbit. I found it very. I liked the part where it was it reminded me of Robin Hood. And the part where little John jumped from a rock to the sheriff of Nottingham's back. And then Robin and everyone swung from the trees in a sudden surprise attack. And they captured the sheriff and all of his goods and they carried him back to the camp. And the sheriff was guessed at their dinner and all. But he wriggled away and he sounded the call. And the men rushed in and the arrows flew. Peter Rabbit did sort of that kind of thing too.
The other people's name was McGregor. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
In examining over such a Peter Rabbit, it's important that the superficial characteristics of its deceptively simple plot should not be allowed to blind the reader to the more substantial fabric of its deeper motivation. In this report, I plan to discuss the still theological implications of family pressure so great as to drive an otherwise moral rabbit to perform acts of thievery, which he consciously worked against the law. I also hope to explore the personality of Mr. McGregor and his conflicting roles as farmer and humanitarian. Peter Rabbit.
If I start writing now when I'm not really rested, it could upset my thinking, which is no good at all. I'll get a fresh start tomorrow, and it's not due till Wednesday, so I'll have all of Tuesday unless something should happen. Why does this always happen? I should be outside playing, getting fresh air and sunshine. I work best under pressure, and there'll be lots of pressure if I wait till tomorrow. I should start writing now, but if I start writing now when I'm not really rested, it could upset my thinking, which is no good at all.
The name of the rabbit was Peter. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, yes!
Down came the staff on his head, smash! He fell like a sack full of lead, crack! The sheriff laughed and he left him for dead, but he was wrong.
35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40.
Just then an arrow flew in, it was a sign for the fight to begin, and then it looked like the sheriff would win, but not for long. Away they ran, just like rabbits, run a lot, as you can tell from the story of Peter Rabbit, which this report is about.
Rabbits, 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 rabbits.
Expect us to write a book report.
There were vegetables in the garden.
Just to
Such as carrots and spinach and onions and lettuce and turnips and squash and limes and peppers and string beans and parsnips, tomatoes and asparagus and flowers
equal fruit and rice. Snoopy, Moppy, and Cottontail.
Hey guys.
Book report on Peter Rabbit.
Peter Rabbit, 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 I haven't even started yet. Peter Rabbit.
Civilian scream! Here's the World War I flying ace, high over France in his sup with Chem, searching for the infamous Red Baron. I must bring him down. Suddenly, anti-aircraft fire, archery we used to call it, begins to burst beneath my plane. The Red Baron has spotted me. Nya, nya, nya! You can't get me. Cut. I'd like a moment of silence. Shh. Top World War I flying aces don't usually say nya, nya, nya. And while I have your attention, wasn't it a little weird I didn't say and me at the end of my blanket and me? Has anybody else been thinking about that? What about me? All right, back in! Drag this fog! It's bad enough having to fight the Red Baron without having to fly in weather like this. All right, Red Baron, where are you? You can't hide forever, son! The sun has broken through! I can see the ones of Monsec below. And what's that? It's a Fokker trip plane. Ha! I've got you this time, Red Baron! He tricked me again! He's diving down out of the sun! I've got to run! Come on, sup with Camel! Go! I can't shake him! He's riddling my planes with bullets! Curse you, Red Baron! Curse you and your kind! Curse the evil that causes all of this unhappiness! Here's the World War I flying ace, back at the aerodrome in France. He's exhausted, and yet he does not sleep. For one thought continues to burn in his mind. Someday, I'll get you, Red Baron! Triumph! Triumph!
Why are you telling me?
I like it! That's your philosophy. Why are you telling me? Why are you telling me? Why are you telling me my new philosophy? The teacher gave me on last week's homework. She said, Miss Sally Brown, your grades are going down. I could have
philosophy.
What are you telling me? My new philosophy.
That's great, Si, but I gotta go practice Chopin in E flat minor.
No! I don't like it. No!
That's your new philosophy, huh?
Yes. I mean, no! Just like a busy bee, each new philosophy can fly from tree to tree and keep me moving. When life's a dizzy maze, on alternating days, I choose a different phrase.
New philosophy.
Philosophy.
Some philosophies are simple. Man does not live by bread alone. Some philosophies are clear.
Give your message at the sound of the tone.
Some philosophies pick and choose, deciding what goes in it someday they'll have done. A minute. Anything that you do in only a minute can't be very lasting. But Beethoven famously took 2 years to complete his brilliant Ninth Symphony.
No!
I can't stand it!
I can't stand it! I like it! It's like a guarantee. Each new philosophy, when things are sure to be a whole lot brighter. Oh yeah, that's what you think. Why are you telling me? No, I can't stand it. My life is free and easy. Much more philosophies in with a brand new. No, some people have said that we should work each day as if it were the last day of our lives.
This is it? This is the last day? I only have 24 hours left. Help me! Help me! This is the last day! Ah!
Clearly, some philosophies aren't for all people. And that's my new philosophy!
All right, gang, I want this game to be our biggest and best game of the season, and I want everyone out there playing with everything he's got.
Hey, Charlie Brown, I thought up some new strategy for you. Why don't you tell the other team we're going to play them at a certain place, only it isn't the real place, see? So when they don't show, we'll win by forfeit. Isn't that a good strategy? I don't understand these managers who don't understand good strategy.
The thing we have to remember is spirit and teamwork. If we all really grit our teeth and bear down, I'm sure we can finish off
That
the
other
season.
team was trash talking as Charlie Brown. I got even with him though. I said, "You guys think you're so great? Mozart was writing symphonies when he was your age." Really showed him.
I'll bet it did. If we really grit our teeth and bear down, I'm sure we could finish the
Perhaps you
season.
shouldn't be a playing manager, Charlie Brown. Perhaps you should be a bench manager.
Ooh, that's a good idea. You'd be a great bench manager, big brother. You could say, bench do this, or bench do that. You could even be in charge of where we put the bench. When we get to the playing field, you could say, let's put the bench here, or let's put the bench there.
I can't stand it.
What's the sense of our playing when we know we're going to lose? If there was even 1,000,000 to 1 chance we might win, it would make some sense.
And maybe not be 1,000,000 to 1 chance, but I'm sure there's at least 1,000,000,000 to 1 chance.
Okay, that's
Hey,
actually
maybe we
pretty
do.
good. Yeah.
Come on, guys, give me a T. Give me an E. Give me an A. Give me an M. What do you got?
Team! There is no team like the best team, which is our team right here. We will show you we're the best team in the very little league this year. And in no time, we'll be big time with the big league baseball stars. For all we have to do is win just one more game, and the championship is ours.
Dear pen pal, you'll never guess what happened today at the baseball game. It's hard to believe what happened today at the baseball game. I was the manager, Schroeder was catcher, and all of the team was the same as always, but somehow or other disaster struck at the baseball game. Huddle up!
Hey, Madison!
We got it.
Swing!
See what I mean? 3 balls, 2 strikes. The bases were loaded with 2 men out. I pitched my bird, but somehow he hit it a good strong clout. Lucy, I hollered, it's coming right to ya. She caught it as easy as pie, then dropped it. I don't think it's good for our team's morale to see their manager cry. Snoopy helped out by biting a runner and catching the ball in his teeth. Linus caught flies from a 3rd-story window by holding his blanket beneath. Yes, we had 4-2, no one could argue with that. And 1 run would win us the game as I came up to bat.
Charlie Brown. All right, Charlie Brown, we're all behind you. Sort of. I mean, this kid can't pitch. He pitches like my grandma, Charlie Brown. Now, all you have to do is bear down. Just bear down. And when you get to first, watch me for my signals. We'll not flash.
With the big league baseball stars, all we have to do is win just 1 more game.
And the championship is ours.
2 men were on with 2 outs and me with 1 strike to go.
1 strike.
I saw her, this cute little red-headed girl. I know. Firmly I vowed I would win it for her, and I shouldered my bat and I swung. Dear pen pal, I'm told where you live is really quite far. Could you please send directions on how I can get where you are? Your friend, Charlie Brown.
Sorry to have to say it right to your face, Lucy, but it's true. You're a very crabby person. I know your crabbiness has probably become so natural to you now that you're not even aware you're being crabby, but it's true just the same. You're a very crabby person, and you're crabby to just about everyone you meet. Now, I hope you don't mind my saying this, Lucy. I hope you'll take it in the spirit that it's meant. I think we should be open to any opportunity to learn more about ourselves. I think Socrates is very right when he said one of the first rules for anyone in life is know thyself. Well, I guess I've said about enough. I hope I haven't offended you or anything.
Well, what's Socrates got to do with it anyway, huh? Who was she anyway? Did she ever get to be queen? Tell me that! Did she ever get to be queen? Who was she anyway? Know thyself. Ha!
Hey, Snoopy, you want to come out and help me get my arm back in shape? Watch out for this one. It's a new fastball.
Oh, excuse me a moment, Charlie Brown, but I wonder if you'd mind answering a few questions.
Certainly, Lucy.
Well, I'm conducting a survey to enable me to know myself better, and I was curious. On a scale of 0 to 100, using the standard of 50 as average, 75 as above average, and 90 as exceptional, where would you rate me in regards to crabbiness?
Well, Lucy...
Your ballots need not be signed, and all answers will be held in strictest confidence.
Well, still, Lucy, that's a very hard question to answer.
You may have a few moments to think it over if you want, or we can come back to it later.
I think I'd like to come back to it if you don't mind.
This next question deals with certain character traits you may have observed. Regarding personality, would you say that mine is A, forceful, B, objectionable, or C, pleasing? Would that be A, B, or C, Charlie Brown? A, B, C, A, B, or C?
Well, I guess I'd have to say forceful, Lucy.
Forceful! I see! Well, we'll make a check mark at the letter A then, I guess. Now, would you rate my ability to get along with other people as poor, fair, good, or excellent?
That depends a lot on what you mean by get along with other people.
You know, make friends, sparkle in a crowd, that sort of thing.
Do you have a space for abstention?
Certainly. I'll just put a check mark at none of the above. The next question deals with physical appearance. In regards to my beauty, Would you say that I was stunning, mysterious, or intoxicating?
Gee, I don't know, Lucy. You look just fine to me.
Stunning. All right, Charlie Brown, I think we should get back to that first question then. On a scale of 0 to 100, using a standard of 50 as average, 75 as above
I
average.
remember the question, Lucy.
Well,
51?
51 is your crabbiness rating for me? Oh, very well then. That about does it, I guess. Thank you very much for your help, Charlie Brown. Your cooperation has been greatly appreciated.
It was a pleasure, Lucy. Come on, Snoopy.
Oh, you know what? Just one more question. Would you answer yes or no to the question, is Lucy Van Pelt the sort of person that you would like to have as president of your club or civic organization?
Oh, yes. By all means, Lucy.
Yes, well then, thank you very much. Thank you so much. That about does it, I think. Well, who asked you? Now let's see, that's 51, none of the above. Oh, Schroeder is right. I can already feel myself being filled with the glow of self-awareness. Oh, Sally, I am conducting a survey, and I wonder if you would mind answering just
110, C, poor, none of the above, and no. And what are you going to do about the dent you made on my bicycle?
It's amazing how fast words of these surveys gets around. Linus, I am glad you're here. I'm conducting a survey, and I wonder if you mind answering a few questions.
Sure, go ahead.
The first question is, on a scale of 0 to 100, using a standard of 50 as average, 75 as above average, and 90 as exceptional, where would you rate me with regards to crabbiness?
You're my big fit.
That's not the question.
No, but that's the answer.
Come on! Linus, answer the question.
Look, Lucy, I know very well that if I give any sort of honest answer to that question, you're going to slug me.
Linus. A survey that is not based on honest answers is like a house that is built on a foundation of sand. Would I be spending all of this time to conduct a survey if I didn't expect complete candor in all the responses? I promise not to slug you. Now, what would your crabbiness rating be for me?
95.
It's a woman's prerogative to change her mind. Now, I add these 2 columns and that gives me my answer. There, it's all done. Now let's see what we've got. Oh. It's true. I'm a crabby person. I'm a very crabby person and everyone knows it. I've been spreading crabbiness everywhere I go. I'm a super crab. It's a wonder I have any friends at all. It's a wonder anyone will still talk to me. I have done nothing but make life miserable for everyone. I've done nothing but breed unhappiness and resentment. Where did I go wrong? How could I be so selfish? How could I? Oh, don't talk to me, Linus. I don't deserve to be spoken to. I don't deserve to breathe the air I breathe. I'm no good, Linus, no good.
That's not true, Lucy.
Yes, it is. I'm no good, and there's no reason at all why I should go on living on the face of this earth.
Yes, there is.
Name one. Just give me one good reason why I still deserve to go on living on this planet.
Well, for one thing, you have a little brother who loves you. Every now and then I say the right thing.
Of course, it's surprising, but I'm sure Lucy knows how she can't be crabby anymore. Where is everybody? I told them to be here.
You told them to be here.
You don't rehearse. We can't sing at the assembly tomorrow.
The assembly tomorrow!
Charlie Brown.
Charlie Brown!
Linus.
Linus!
Lucy.
Give me that pencil, you blackhead!
No, not till you give me back my crayon.
That's my best pencil, you black... Hey, if you don't give it back to me, I'm going to tell Sally what you said about her.
Stop that. We gotta rehearse.
What?
You're late.
What did you say about me, Linus?
He said that...
Stop that.
Sorry, I'm late, but Snoopy...
There's no time to be sorry.
What did he say?
He said...
Quiet. Now, remember, this is a mood piece. You must paint a picture with music and words. And concentrate. Remember, adagio con brio. One. And.
Oh, give me a home where the buffalo roam, where the deer and the antelope play. Give me my pencil where seldom is heard a discouraging word, and He's still got my pencil.
And the skies are not cloudy all day.
I've been wondering when it was that dogs first began to be regarded as man's best friend.
Probably around the invention of cookies. My teeth are tingling again. I feel like I just gotta bite somebody before sundown, and I'm gonna start craving that. But I know that society frowns on such matters. So what happens? I'm stuck with tingly teeth.
Each family has a chain of command. And do you know who's the lowest on the chain? Yes. It's the dog. The dog is the lowest. Do you understand that? I said, do you understand that?
They just hate it when you stare at them like this.
Who's teaching me, Charlie Brown? She's a sister and responsible for the education of her little brother. So she's teaching me. Boy, is he intelligent.
Come along, Linus. Do you see this tree? It is a fir tree. It's called a fir tree because it gives us fur for coats. It also gives us wool in the wintertime.
Lucy, that is fascinating.
This is an elm tree. It's very little, but it will grow up into a giant tree. An oak, you can tell by how it is by counting its leaves.
Gosh, Lucy, that is fascinating.
Now, wait a minute, Lucy. I don't mean to interfere.
And way up there, those fluffy little white things, those are clouds. They make the wind blow. And way down there, those tiny little black things, those are buds. They make the grass grow.
Is that so?
That's right. They run around all day long, tugging and tugging at each tiny seedling until it grows into a great tall blade of grass.
Boy, that is amazing.
Oh, good grief.
And this thing here, it's called a hydrant. They grow all over, and no one seems to know just how a little thing like that needs so much water. Do you see that bird? It's called an eagle. But since it's little, it has another name, a sparrow. And on Christmas and Thanksgiving, we eat them.
How can you say that? I'm sorry, but I can't just stand idly by.
And way up there, the little stars and planets make the rain that falls in showers. Then when it's cold and winter is upon us, the snow comes up, just like the flowers.
Now, Lucy, I know that's wrong. Snow doesn't come up, it comes down.
After it comes up, the wind blows it around, so it looks like it's coming down, but actually, it comes up out of the ground like grass. Snow comes up, Charlie Brown, it comes up!
Oh, good grief!
Lucy, why is Charlie Brown banging his head against that tree?
Simple bark to make the tree grow faster. Come along, Linus. Clouds can make the wind blow, bugs can make the grass grow. So there you go. These are little known facts that now you know.
My stomach clock just went off. It's supper time, and Charlie Brown has forgotten to feed me. Here I lie, a withering hollow shell of a dog, and there sits my supper dish, empty. But that's all right, he'll remember. When no furry friend comes to greet him after school, then he'll remember. And he'll rush out to the doghouse, but it'll be too late. There will be nothing left but the dried carcass of the former friend who used to run so freely and play with him. So happily. Nothing left but the bleached
Hey, Snoopy, are
bones.
you asleep or something? I've been standing here with your supper for a whole minute.
Supper time? Supper time? Behold
which is brought forth to ease our hunger. Behold the brimming flagon, moist and sweet, which has been sent to ease our thirst.
Hey, there's no need for a big production. Just get down off the doghouse and eat.
Sweetie, I do believe what I do. That's another dog, it's not me. Supper time.
Oh yeah, it's supper time. Oh, it's supper time. Very best time of day. Who's with me? You like dinner? Supper time. Oh yeah, it's supper time. When supper time comes, can't supper be far away? Yeah. I'll bring on the soup dish. I'll bring on the cup. I'll bring on the bacon and fill me up, 'cause it's a supper time. Let's go in about da-da-da. We did do ta-ta-ta. That sounded like I said something profane. I didn't mean it to. Bring on the dog, bring on the bone, bring on the barrel and roll me home, 'cause it's supper, 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 a super pepper up my supper, super duper supper time. If you had a female voice, you'd switch octaves too. Summertime's nice with a place to go. The bedtime's a time, overtime too, but they just can't hold a candle to my summertime. Oh yeah! Bring on the hamburger, bring on the bun. I'm Pappy's little puppy, loves everyone, 'cause it's supper, 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 time and hit it, gang.
Supper time. Supper time. Supper time. Supper time.
Why can't you just eat your meal quietly and calmly like any other normal dog?
What's wrong with making mealtime a joyous occasion?
Schroeder, is that an airplane or a star?
I believe that is a star. But it could be a planet, you know. Or maybe even a satellite.
It could be a satellite. I wonder.
Well, we'll never find out just by sitting here.
Where are you going?
I'm going to get a closer look.
I like to sit up here after supper time and hear the sounds of the night. But something seems to be missing. In my opinion, that was exactly what was needed.
I'm so happy. That little red-haired girl dropped her pencil. It has teeth marks all over it. She nibbles her pencil. She's human. It hasn't been such a bad day after all. Happiness is finding a pencil.
Pizza with sausage.
Telling the time.
Happiness is learning to whistle.
For the very first time.
Happiness is playing the drum in your own small bed.
And happiness is walking hand in hand. Happiness is 2 kinds of ice cream.
Knowing a secret.
Climbing a tree.
Happiness is 5 different crayons.
Catching a firefly, setting him free.
Happiness is being alone every now and then.
And happiness is coming home again.
Happiness is morning and evening, daytime and nighttime too. For happiness is anyone and anything at all that's loved by you. Happiness is having a thither.
Sharing a sandwich, getting along.
Happiness is singing together when day is through. And happiness is those who sing with you.
Happiness is those who sing with
Happiness is
morning and evening, daytime and nighttime too.
For happiness is anyone and anything at all that's loved by you.
You're a good man, Charlie Brown.